20th Annual Town Fair Tire 150 NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour Race, coming to you from Stafford Motor Speedway in Stafford Springs, Connecticut. Champions are here, like Mike Stefanik, Todd Szegedy, and the all-time winningest driver in Stafford history, Ted Christopher. They'll square off against fresh new faces like Rowan Pennick, winner at Riverhead 1 week ago, Ryan Preece, and Justin Bonsignor. Throw in drivers like the current Wheel and Modified points leader, Bobby Santos, and a kid named Jimmy Blewett, and you have the true definition of the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour. Hi, everyone. I'm Jack Arute. Now, 1 week ago, we brought you one discipline of modified racing, that being the close quarters of a bull ring on a quarter mile. But, Jimmy, this is a half mile. This is a different discipline. For these drivers, the one that goes to victory lane, what is he going to have to do?
The key to Stafford Speedway, big half mile, sweeping corners, balanced, Jackie. They're going to have all four tires tonight balanced as best that they can. That's going to be critical in order to win the race tonight.
Well, keeping your tires and having enough tires at the end of the race is something that has some different approaches. Ralph Shaheen's on pit road. Ralph, take us through the different approaches that drivers can use tonight to have Jimmy's balance.
Jack, there's really three options. You can pit early, get your tires, and hope that after everybody cycles through, you're up near the front and ready to go racing. Or pit late. Take your tires, but you got to be a good veteran driver who's confident in himself and his car that you can slice through the field late in the race with minimal laps remaining. Or stay out on the tires you start with all night long. Conserve, 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 and get yourself in position to try to win it late. But Jack, ultimately, it's all going to come down to the amount of cautions and yellow flag laps we have early on tonight.
Taking a look at the current NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour standings, Bobby Santos has been on top, Jimmy, since the beginning of the season, but Ted Christopher chipping away, just 67 points back. And look at the former national champion Mike Stefanik has won it so many times, he's moved into third.
Seven-time champ. 3 races in a row coming up, Jackie. Very critical tonight. If they come out of here with the right setup and the win, could be the 2010 champion.
Well, the men are strapped in, and one woman as well. Sit down and strap in yourself, because the men that live by the grace of God and 600 horsepower are about to do battle at Stafford in the Town Fair Tire 150. Right along with them, won't you?
You're watching the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour on Versus.
Welcome back to the Stafford Motor Speedway. The 30-car field has fired. They are getting ready for the Town Fair Tire 150. Let's take a look at the starting lineup as it will scroll across the top of your screen. There will be 3 preliminary laps, Jimmy. And tonight, the weather could not be better for racing 150 laps here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. That 67-degree temperature is absolutely perfect. Now, what about the racetrack itself? As I said, it was built on a trotting track, so 15 feet from the inside, it's exactly 1/2 mile in length. What's up for grabs tonight? Well, Ryan Preece was the winner 1 year ago. He'd like to take the lion's share of this $82,000 this evening as well. Time for our eyes on drivers. And Ralph Shaheen, you're up first. Who you picking?
Well, I'm going to go with the 14, Jimmy Blewett. And this is a driver who might not be up near the front early on in this race. He likes to be patient and conserve his equipment. He's a 2-time winner here, Jimmy Spencer. He comes on strong late in the race. Who are you going to watch?
I'm watching the Ron Silk car. Ever since New Hampshire, this guy has been on a tear. He has 4 top 5s in a row, 3 straight top 3 finishes. I believe this guy has a shot at this victory tonight.
I'm going to keep my eyes on a local kid. They call him the Bulldog from Meriden, Connecticut, a 3rd-generation driver by the name of Eric Berndt, starting midway in the pack on the outside of row number 6. But he finished 2nd in the most recent race, just preceding us in an SK Modified. He races here every week, Jimmy. He knows this track like the back of his hand.
That's the key to this track, Jackie. There is definitely 2 and 3 wide grooves. This guy probably could have a little edge knowing the conditions already since he was just on this track 30 minutes ago.
Field, as we said, now they qualified earlier in the day, and one of the things that the fastest driver gets to do is pick an invert. So Bobby Grigas will bring his car down in the 52 car. And by the way, that's the car. It only runs limited schedule here in the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour. That's the car that Dale Quarterly tackled the Lime Rock Park Speedway, that road course in northwestern Connecticut, and won.
What's going to be interesting to me, Jackie, tonight is some of these guys guys. Now we see Teddy Christopher, all-time winner here, starting in third. We have Zaggity starting in fifth. Last week's winner, Priest, is starting in the back. That's what I want to talk about. The guy that pushed the envelope last week all the way back in about, what, 15th position. So this is going to be interesting. Also, Santos.
Bobby Santos, somewhat of a surprise, holds the track record here in the Mystic Missile #4, starting mid-pack, and that was a bit of a disappointment. Some of the drivers saying that during qualifying, the cars tended to push. There you see him in the yellow #4. A little later, we're going to tell you why that little V is on the car. But get ready, folks. As we like to say, Grandma, put your teeth in your pocketbook. It's about to get wild, NASCAR Mod Squad style. The field, 30 strong, 15 rows, come up through the gearbox, waiting for the display of the green flag. And on the brake, look on the outside, it's young Eric Rudolph in the 98, pushing, prodding, trying to the outside. He gets the advantage over Grigas and takes over the lead. Working the outside. The blue car, the 16, that's Mike Stefanik, who's won so many times here. In fact, Stefanik has 20 victories here at the Stafford Motor Speedway in NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour Racing. He is now in second spot. Grigas has dropped back to the third position.
Rudolph, name that's leading the race, has been the guy that got beat at Monadnock 2 weeks ago, but he's starting to pull away, Jackie, from starting in the outside pole. He has the groove down, and he's starting 2-3 car lengths pulling away right now.
We like to call this foreplay in 150 laps. Basically, Jimmy, as you know, what you do now, this is all about, like Ralph said, conserving your tires. Got to get, and you'll see guys will start to get into single file. In fact, we've already gone midway into the pack. You got to go all the way back there to the yellow #4 and the 46 of Brunhausen before cars are still side by side. Everybody's got a spotter right now going, get down, get down, get down.
Trying to conserve, Jackie, that's the key. You heard Ralph earlier say, can you go the whole way on a set of tires? I think we're going to see some guys make some gutsy moves early, trying to figure out if they can get their car right, put the tires on later on in the race and win. A lot of different strategies are being planned right now.
Yeah, you saw the red car, the 36. Ted Christopher has won more races here at the Stafford Motor Speedway than Richie Evans, Bugsy Stevens, anybody that's ever competed here.
Jackie, the thing about Teddy, he started third. He's saving his car right now. He's the type of guy, we've seen him in the past just say, hey, I'm going to ride. And he knows what he has at this point in the race. A lot of laps left, about 140 to go.
10 laps are in the books. Eric Rudolph, who has 3 wins, 2 poles, 23 top 10s, and an average finish of 9th in 33 starts.